What's up everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah Burkett, aka Sarah Too Short, because of 4'11", as we all know by now. So today, we're gonna do a workout, which is gonna be great. And we're gonna be going over questions that I got on my Instagram, all pretty much related to my prep. I did want to do a prep recap since I have been prepping since April 21st of last year. So yes, it's like pretty much been what, like math, 9 months, 10 months? I don't know. But it's been a while, so I just want to talk about my prep so far, my plans. I'm doing my first pro show in 4 days, so we got a lot to talk about. So yeah, but first, I'm gonna make some cucumbers, okay? Trust me, it's gonna be good. And yeah, so I already ate before my massage, so I'm not like hungry. This is really awkward, but I've been having this combination the last few days. Sorry, prep brain. Ground turkey, asparagus, a little bit of sugar-free ketchup, and a little bit of Flavor Gang. I gotta show you this. Okay, this one. It's my favorite, Flavor Gang. I got some other flavors too. Yummy, yummy sauce. Super good. And then I got the butcher sauce. But my favorite is the sweet pappy. Yeah. So anyways, a little bit of sweet pappy sauce and a little bit of sugar-free ketchup. And then I mix that and then I microwave it, and then I've been putting in like 1 to 1.5 ounces of banana on top. I know, it's kind of weird. And then I'll put salt on top and then cinnamon on top. And it's really good. I don't know, but I feel when you prep, things taste good and sound good that otherwise would not. Like if I wasn't dieting, I'm pretty sure that would gross me out. But anyways, it's like what I'm craving right now. So I actually had that pre-workout and post-workout today, earlier, because I trained glutes with Aaron. So anyhow, I'm a newbie. So, okay, anyways, don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm making these cucumbers, so I go to H-E-B here in Texas, H-E-B. They chop up the cucumbers for you. So I buy these big things of already chopped cucumbers. I mean, I know it's kind of excessive to pay $3 to $4 for cucumbers, but it makes it convenient. And then I like to cut them small. I don't really know why, but I just do. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, and then, so yeah, I'm not like due for a meal yet. I'm not like hungry, but I just kind of want to eat. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna put some cinnamon. Okay, cinnamon, and then I put salt. So regular salt. Bam, bam, bam. Kind of a lot. Okay, that's Splenda. And then also, like, normally I would put some like Walden Farms or sugar-free syrup, but I'm feeling really good right now, like in my midsection, and I'm really close to show, so I'm not gonna do that. But so yeah, I miss my sugar-free syrup, but after my show, I will be able to have some. So anyhow, alrighty. So yeah, cucumbers on deck. But yeah, I eat so much of these sometimes that I looked up the other day if you could overdose on cucumbers, because I was getting worried because I was eating a lot of them. So yeah, I mean, no, they're pretty much just like water. But again, I probably will only eat this today because I took out kind of like the filler foods. Like normally I'll do a lot of lettuce or just like things like this that kind of like fill my stomach up. But since I'm close to show, I want my digestion to be like perfect. So even just after 1 day of like eating less lettuce and cucumbers, I'm already feeling just tighter in my waist. So yeah. Okay, so today I just wanted to review my prep so far. I know I've answered a lot of questions in my previous videos, but I don't think I ever truly talked about like this prep. So I had my daughter Skylar on December 5th of 2021. No, 2020. 2020, I had my daughter Skylar. During my pregnancy, I gained 70 pounds, okay? 70 pounds. That is a lot. I mean, that's not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just, for me, that was a lot of weight on my 4'11" frame. I mean, if I started off at like 115 pounds and gained 70, or started off a little lower, that's a significant amount of weight for being tiny like me. So anyways, I was very unhealthy. After I had my daughter, literally like that day in the hospital, I knew that I needed to do something. I needed to change my life. I was not in a good place. I didn't work out once my whole pregnancy. I mean, at the very beginning I did, but very, very beginning. So I was just really unhealthy, really sick. I've never felt, honestly, that low in my life because of the state of my health. So a few months later, I reached out to Shane hugely. Shout out to my coach. He is incredible. Him and his wife, Tiffany. But Shane does my prep when it comes to my protocols. I reached out to Shane. I immediately knew I wanted to hire him just because he has a very professional presence, like on social media. I'm not really into people that are like super loud and always talking and in drama. And, you know, I am very, what's the word? I don't really trust like a lot of people. So anyways, just from what I had seen about Mr. Shane, he was just someone that looked like I could trust him, and someone that looked like I could be a great client and coach relationship. Sorry, 4 days out, guys, prep brain. Anyways, so I hired Shane. I knew immediately I just wanted to prep and get on stage. So my first day of prep was April 4th of 2021. So that was, let me see, April 4, 2021. I'm telling you how many days I've been prepping now, because guys, I've done 2 shows since April 4th, and I really have not made any mistakes. I mean, like the day or the night post show, I would eat out, but like very minimal and really nothing bad. So I've been on it since that day. Really minimal mistakes, no mistakes. That's 303 days. So I've been on this structure, workout plan, dieting plan for 303 days straight. And I can tell you, I feel incredible. I still feel like it's day one, to be honest. I've competed before I had my daughter, and I did it without a coach. And this prep and experience this past 303 days has been just such a 180. And I'll get more into that. But what was I talking about before my prep? What was I talking about?
Prep brain.
Prep brain. I don't even know what I was talking about. I was talking about my prep so far. So yeah, I've been dieting for 303 days. I've documented everything. So every night before I go to bed, I have a personal spreadsheet where I put the day, I put my body weight. If I take my body weight, which I really don't, sometimes I'll go weeks on end without weighing myself because it's just not important. You know, I check in with my coach weekly and we look at my physique, and that's really what matters at the end of the day. The body weight is just kind of like, it's just a measurement, you know, so it can be a benchmark for you. But I put the macros I hit that day, I put what I trained and what my cardio was, and then I put notes, like if I was feeling tired or bloated or motivated. So yeah, I have 303 days of straight documentation, and I am going into my 3rd show in that time frame. So I did want to talk about a topic that people talk about a lot, and it's kind of like what you do post-show in order to not maybe gain excess body fat, or what you do post-show to reverse diet or start getting your strength back in the gym. So again, I'm no expert on this at all, but I'm just going to talk about my experience just for people that want to know more about it, or if you're someone who's going to compete, you know what to expect. And also I got a lot of questions about this, so I'm just going to cover it. So when you're dieting into a show, obviously, in order to get really low body fat, sometimes your calories have to get low, and sometimes your cardio has to get high. I would say the more consistent you are, the better, because you're not going to have to be so dramatic and extreme. A good example of that is my first show where I had 70 pounds to lose. You know, my carbs were pretty low, my cardio was pretty high. Now leading into my third show of the season, because I've been on point every day, never once did I go out and binge eat or any of that, you know, or even really go out and enjoy myself. You know, I haven't really done that. I've been very strict. This time around, I am doing less than half the amount of cardio I was in the beginning. I'm eating, you know, 3 to 4, even more times the amount of carbohydrates. So I'm eating significantly more. I mean, that doesn't mean I'm eating a ton, because I'm not, but it just goes to show consistency over time is going to put you in a really, really good spot to not have to diet like super, super hard and extreme and still maintain a lean physique for the stage. Okay, so yeah, I'm going into my first pro show. Like I said, it feels like day one for me. I want to keep going. I want more stage experience. I've only been on stage twice, you know, in the past year. And now competing in the pro league feels like a whole different ball game to me, because, you know, I feel honored and privileged to be able to do that, but now I'm at the bottom, you know. I'm coming into the pro league as a first-time competitor, and I just want to really earn my way to the top in the league. And like I expressed before, I want to represent professional bikini bodybuilding how it should be represented. So that includes all the way I act, the way I talk. I just want to represent the sport as it should be. So let me look at some of these questions. Okay, here we go. So let's talk about food. What do I eat in a day? Very good question. So what I eat is extremely basic. You guys would probably seriously laugh if you saw me meal prep, because it's like the saddest thing ever. Because I just, you know, I'm a busy person like everybody is. So when I get the food, I try to get it cooked as fast as possible. So I don't like season it. I don't even know what people do, like marinate it or whatever. I don't do that. If I get food and it needs to be cooked, I literally will put it in my air fryer or the pan with no prep and just put it in there and turn the oven on. So it takes me a good 30 seconds, you know, to get my meal prep going, and then I'll do something else while it's cooking, like play with my daughter, clean, work. So anyhow, what I eat in a day, I follow macros. So macros are your carbs, fat, and protein. It is how you get calories and energy from food. So my coach has been giving me macros since day one, and we'll obviously assess those weekly to see if they need to increase, decrease, or stay the same. More times than not, my macros do stay the same, and that's totally fine, and that's awesome, because that just means that they are appropriate for me and they are working. They are helping me achieve the goal that's at hand. So yeah, I follow macros and I fit whatever foods I want into those macros. So, and I'm very responsible with it. I'm not trying to fit all this junk food. You know, I really try to eat minimally processed food, single ingredient food. An example, a piece of chicken is chicken, right? A potato is a potato. Rice is rice. It's not all these foods that have a million ingredients. Again, just because I want to get the maximum amount of vitamins and minerals from my food, and I want them to digest properly, right? I want everything to be very predictable. And if you're trying to fit all these weird foods in your macros, which is fine sometimes, but if you're doing it all the time, you never know how you're gonna feel, how you're gonna train, how you're gonna perform in the gym, how your digestion's gonna be. So I like to keep things consistent and predictable because it makes me feel good. That being said, I hate fish like tilapia, like whitefish, unless it's like cooked really well from like a restaurant. So that's never something that I'm gonna put in my macros is like that type of fish because I don't like it. And I know that I do not need to eat that stuff to reach my goals. Also, I don't really eat rice. I do like rice products. I like cream of rice and rice cakes, but I think rice like doesn't have enough volume for the amount of calories. So I would rather eat, like 4 large rice cakes than eat like a tiny amount of rice that equals the same amount of carbs. So yeah, the macros gives you the ability to fit what you want into your diet. However, you need to be responsible with it. I measure everything out. I showed you guys in my first YouTube video, I have a little gram scale that is super accurate. So I measure everything out. I plug it into my FitnessPal, and every day I make sure that my macros are hit perfectly, okay? So some things that I eat, an example, for proteins, I really stick mainly to ground turkey, extra lean, and egg whites. Sometimes I'll do like an egg in there. Sometimes, very rarely, I'll do like extra lean ground beef. But yeah, my main protein sources are egg whites and ground turkey, and I guess protein powder that I use to either bake with or flavor my cream of rice. But again, that doesn't mean that you need to eat that. That just means that's my preferred sources of protein because I like the way they taste, they digest, I just like them. For carbs, I do blueberries, bananas, rice cakes, cream of rice, an occasional like protein bar if I'm like craving something sweet or if I don't have food prepared. Protein bars have carbs in them. So yeah, those are my main carb sources. I probably forgot one, but those are my favorites. And then my fat sources, typically it's like almond butter. I don't really do like nuts because again, I'd rather eat like almond butter or peanut butter than eat like almonds. I do get a few grams of fat from my coffee creamer I use. Yeah, so I kind of just get all my fats from like almond butter, I guess. But anyways, again, it's because that's what I like. So yeah, I encourage you to figure out what you like, figure out what you want your macros to be, and then you got to stick to it. So again, it's not like I just followed macros for a week. I've been following this for 303 days now. So it takes time and consistency. It really does. All right, so more questions about what's my meal plan? Do I follow macros? So I think that kind of hits on all that. I would say for most people, they don't like the extra work of counting macros, so they would rather do a meal plan. Also, a meal plan, it's less room for error, I guess, but I like macros because, like I said, I am responsible with them, and it allows me the freedom. Like if I'm really, really craving something, I know that I can fit it in my macros and still reach my goals. But 99% of the time, I'm eating the same thing because, again, it's what I like. Okay. So what is my training like? So again, I get my training program from my coach. I love my training program. I lift 6 days a week. I train the body parts that I need to train for my goals. And yeah, my lifting plan, it doesn't change. So again, I've been doing really the same thing now for this whole prep, and I love it because, if you go in the gym and you think that you have to change what you're doing every time, you are definitely mistaken, and you probably won't progress the same as you would if you just stuck to the basic movements, you stuck to one training routine, really focused every time on activating your muscles, getting the best muscle contractions through the movement, going a little bit heavier when you can, making sure that you're keeping tension on the muscle. There's so many things you can do to have quality lifting sessions and quality reps, and that does not include trying to get really fancy with your movements or changing your workout every single time you go in the gym. So, like I said, I lift 6 times a week. I love my lifting plan. I go in, I have my lifting plan memorized by now, but I go in and I just try to execute better and better each session. And even after doing this lifting plan for a while, I still am learning stuff when I go in the gym, because I'm giving my best effort. And like I said, I'm trying to perfect these movements more and more each time. So, yeah, that's my lifting. Follow me on Instagram. Sometimes I post clips of my lifting, but I will never say what my plan is because I have a coach that does my plan for me. Okay. Did you ever have a bad relationship with food? And if so, how did you overcome it? I would say yes. I have a pretty extensive history with disordered eating, which probably won't go into today because it's pretty intense. I'm not really sure how to open up about that to YouTube, but anyways, the answer is yes. And I will say at the end of the day, the one thing that helped me overcome it was knowledge and understanding what food does in the body, what it does for you. So yeah, just learning about food, not stuff you see on Google and the internet and fad diets, but truthfully learning about bioenergetics, what carbs, fat, and protein do in the body, how your body produces energy from food, how that is utilized when it comes to building muscle and recovery. That's really what helped me. And then this sport, right? Because I am someone who likes control and structure, and the fact that, I can choose how I'm feeling my body every day. I can choose what I'm eating to help my body recover. But I know exactly what I'm putting in it. So, I know how many calories I'm eating, my macros. I have target goals to hit every day. That really, really helps me. And I would also say time and practice. So since I've been doing this for such a long time, it's just been becoming easier and easier. I don't have food focus issues, even post-show when I was not eating as much the days leading into the show. I never had the urge to binge eat or eat like a crazy person or trash my body with food or use food to cope. When previously, yes, I definitely did struggle with all of that. But I would say this time around, I have that issue zero. And again, I just credit that to practice, time, truly loving what I do, and having my coach, to hold me accountable. I check in with him weekly. He knows what he's doing, and yeah, so, and just the support system I have around me. So I hope that answers your question. I hope one day that I can open up a little bit more about my previous struggles with disordered eating, because I have overcome it, which is just amazing. If you're someone who struggles, just keep going, keep trying, because I failed so many times over so many years trying to overcome disordered eating behaviors, and finally it just all comes together. You just got to keep trying and stay persistent. What's up? So we just got to Species. This is my home gym. So YouTube hasn't seen this gym yet because we've been going to Alpha Lamb, but this is my home gym and I love it. Yeah, so we're gonna go do some back right now. This is Jay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jay Hammerly. Hammer_photo is my Instagram. I do all of Sarah's photos, still photos, videos, go to everybody else. Check them out. She does awesome work. I can't wait to see her on stage again. And we're gonna take even more awesome photos.
Yes, we gotta get it.
Yes, we are.
Oh,
I got some more stuff planned, and you have a hair. There you go. And I just finished my workout, so you enjoy yours.
Thank you.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor. Ayy, on the road, here we go, here we go. Yeah, we winning by a landslide. Never see me coming on my landmine. Yeah, I ain't taking orders in command like, yeah, you about to see me on demand like, you know on demand. If you ain't know, you about to understand. Yeah, I got the team by my side, right hand. Yeah, take it to a string, you ain't seen it like that. Yeah, and it's the dream, and we coming for the bag.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Didn't record that much of the workout, but yeah, let me know what you think. If you have any more questions, drop them below. Don't forget to subscribe. We're gonna be posting tons of videos here, so turn on your post notifications so you can watch them ASAP. I know I have my favorite YouTubers, and I watch like during cardio or while I'm taking long drives. So yeah, I just want to provide you guys the best information. So let me know what you want to see. And again, thank you for all the love and for all the support.